Hey everybody, this is Josh Runquist for Heavy Debriefings, and as I'm recording this right now, it is just about 20 to 3 a.m. on New Year's Day, and I just wanted to do a little 2023 update, even though it's only been about 2 hours and 37 minutes into 2023 for me personally. First, I would just like to say that some things have come up in December, which I'm not very proud of. But I am so happy to say that I am on the better half of it now, and that regards my right foot. For those that don't know, in 2019, I had the top half of my top big toe amputated due to a callus that turned into a hole in my big toe due to uncomfortable shoes that I had to work at a prior job, and diabetes led to a problem that I should not have ignored, and in 2019, it came to bite me in the ass, and I lost the top half of my big right toe. And ever since then, it's been healing, then breaking, healing, then breaking, and just a few weeks back, it broke again. And it happened so bad that I had an infection in my right foot that went up my shin almost to my knee, and let's just say, had I not noticed it any sooner, or if I noticed it later, I would be a full amputee. Thankfully, I was able to take care of everything before that happened, and I'm on the mend. I'm doing everything I can right now to make sure that it's closed and stay closed as best to my ability, and I really hope that that'll happen. So that kind of took the enjoyment out of being able to take a break away from me, because as soon as I did all of my 2022 stuff for the year, I got the flu from that infection, and I was out of commission, whether I wanted to or not. So with that in mind, when it comes to heavy debriefing stuff, which coming up in mid-January will be the 1-year anniversary since the name change. And yes, a rebranding does mean failure. So, yeah, 1 year of heavy debriefings, 11 years of That Drummer Guy so far, soon to be 12 years of doing everything that I've been doing now with interviews, reviews, and everything else. So, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update now for January 2023 to let you know what's going on my side. First of all, in 2022, I have done 58 great interviews. And if I really want to be anal about it, I've done 60. One, I'm waiting for the go-ahead to be able to show off. And one, I'm waiting until mid-January, the week of the album release, for you to be able to check it out. And that is with the band Beyond the Black. Also coming up on mid-January, I have a new interview scheduled, and that's what I'm planning to come back as heavy debriefings for 2023. It's with one of my longtime favorite bands, and after being able to check out the album for 2023, I think it's easily going to be one of my favorite albums of 2023. So, along with the interviews, I've also decided that I will, in fact, be doing the top 10 albums of the month in video form, as well as on thatdrummerguide.com. I'm hoping it'll take off. Maybe I just need to do some catchy clickbait and stuff to be able to make everything. For people who don't already know me, check out what I do. They'll be sad when they don't see me doing any negative reviews, but hey, that's the breaks, little man. Break it down. So yes, I've mentioned interviews that are still going to be continuing, and I've mentioned the album reviews, which are still going to be continuing. Also, going on YouTube, I will be continuing the Backwards Marathon series. I'm going to wait a little bit longer because I was planning on coming back a little bit sooner, but again, with everything with my foot, I want to be able to have a week or two off to be able to fully enjoy being able to have time off, because all I've been doing is healing and playing The Witcher 3, the PS5 version, which is mighty nice. But along with that, I just want to be able to continue taking the time being able to heal up and just being able to relax, because I did so much last year that I just want to be able to recharge myself to the best of my ability before everything goes awry again, which I really hope does not happen. So yes, again, interviews continuing. Album reviews, not only are you getting the written version on thatdrummerguy.com, but you'll also be seeing my ugly mug right here on the website regarding that. And also Backwards Marathon. If you're not familiar with that, of course, that is where I rank a whole band's discography. In written form on thatdrummerguy.com, I used to go from my least favorite to favorite. Now I'm using the ranking system of S through D, which is, the cool thing to do on YouTube, and it's more visual. So why not? And also, along with that, I hope to do some more videos, maybe more updates like this, maybe because of some other things I'm going to be talking about in a second. Maybe I'll be doing some other things that I used to do in other formats that I'll be doing here. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't decided yet. But one thing that is for sure, which has taken a lot of consideration, time, and effort on my end to decide what I should be doing. If you checked out my last update, you might know what I'm talking about, but I think it's time for me to finally say it. I had a really good run with the podcast. It went from internet radio to being on AM and FM radio, which still blows my mind that happened for a year and a half, to being a part of some big metal radio stations, internet radio stations, I should say, to being able to host it myself, to hosting it on so many different sites, to now just fully in podcast form on all the podcast sources. But I think it is time to finally say goodbye to the podcast. There's a couple reasons for this. I would say the biggest one is diminishing returns. Every year, the show gets checked out less and less. I try to change it every year to keep it fresh, and that just does not seem to be doing the job. So, not really a point in doing it if people aren't going to check it out. I've had a couple people say that I should keep it going. I think that's more of just the moral support, and I think some of those people think that I'm just going to be done with everything. And there's a lot of people who think that my interviews are the podcast, which anyone who has checked it out knows is not the case. But considering that, considering the interviews that are up on YouTube, considering the album reviews I got in written form and are going to be up on YouTube, considering that I could just make short little mental health videos, checking in on my state, and hoping that you're doing okay as well, I could do that on here as well. More people check out what I do on YouTube that they do on podcast form. The fact that some podcasts from last year have single-digit views makes me really bummed. And I feel like I could just spend a lot more time and effort focusing on videos. Apparently, a lot of people want to see this mug of mine, which people keep telling me I'm not ugly. And for you, I say, stop that. But no, seriously, I think that I could just be focusing a lot more effort on YouTube. I think people will check it out more. And I don't mind talking in front of the camera because I have this great sounding microphone. I got a decent quality webcam. The lighting's not the best. I need to fix my hair up because, I haven't really been taking the best care of myself, especially over the last month with everything going on that I talked about in the beginning. My thinning hairline, which I think part of it is just because of the way that I don't always comb my hair all the time, or maybe the greater powers are deciding that I should have a receding hairline. Regardless, I have no problem showing myself on camera, so why not just keep doing it more? So again, just to wrap all of this up, the podcast is officially gone. Maybe I'll do one more as kind of a send-off, but I really think that, at least for now, it needs to go out to pasture. It needs to go up to a farm upstate. But with that said, I am going to be focusing more on YouTube. So that means that the videos are going to be staying the same when it comes to interviews, but I'll be adding album reviews the last Friday of every month. I'll be doing Backwards Marathon, hopefully on a regular basis, maybe like 1 or 2 a week. We'll see what happens when we get into mid-January to see how I'm feeling. I hope to keep doing that on a regular basis, but I gotta see how I'm doing. Maybe more videos like this where I just give like an update of me, of what's going on, and mental health check-in. Maybe I'll be doing that more. And if there's anything you want to see, just tell me. Maybe I'll consider it. The only things that I won't consider is doing things where I'm talking about negative album reviews or constantly talking shit, because that's not me. Obviously, I have things I don't like. There's things that I don't enjoy, there's things I will never enjoy. But I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known for showing off music I enjoy that I want you to be able to check out as well too. And thankfully I have such an eclectic taste that maybe you'll find something that you'll enjoy. But yeah, if you got any suggestions, let me know on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube, all under Heavy Debriefings. Or just write a comment or whatever down below if you're watching this on YouTube. And yeah, it's getting closer to 3 a.m. I must be lonely. That's why I'm making this video. And I might be doing more of this, so if you like it, keep watching. If you just like the interviews, keep watching those. If you are excited about more of the reviews every month, I'm excited to do them. The other videos, hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. So, yeah, you know, if you like what I do, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, notification button, all that stuff. I don't need you to do it, but if you like what I do, you know, just spread the word. That's all I ask. And until mid-January, when Beyond the Black interview comes out, and hopefully the next interview that I do as well coming up in mid-January comes out, I will see you then. And until then, this is Josh Ronquist for Heavy Debriefing saying, see ya.